Hi, watch this beautiful title slide. We have this animated element which shows particle physics. We have these moving elements on the slide which add a bit of dynamism, and this kind of slide is possible for you to create right inside PowerPoint. Now, once you learn the idea and technique behind this slide, then you will be able to make some really interesting title slides like this, where you use videos to integrate with your title and create magical title slides. Another variation is this title slide, which is about forest fires, and you can see that there is fire right inside the word fire. So let us jump right in and learn a very useful trick to use videos on your title slides like a champ. Today's video is sponsored by Skillshare. I'll talk about Skillshare a bit later in the video. Here I am on a new slide in a new presentation. We're going to recreate this slide. So let us go here. The first step is to create that shape that we just showed you. Let us go to basic shapes and pick up this one called as the frame tool. Hold the shift button down and draw a frame like so. Of course, you can always change the width of the frame by using this yellow handle. Then let us press Ctrl D to create a duplicate. Place this right on top of the previous one. Hold Ctrl and Shift button. Now you resize it. Now you can see that this copy is resized, keeping the center point the same. Now, once again, let us press Ctrl D to create a duplicate. Place this right on top of the previous one. Hold Ctrl and Shift and then click and drag. So you're able to create the next instance. Once again, Ctrl D to create a duplicate. Place this right on top of the previous one. Ctrl Shift and then you resize. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if you want this center one to have a little more thickness to the width, you can do it like this. Now that looks beautiful. Let us select everything, press Ctrl G. Let us go to shape outline, say no outline. Now let us select everything and make this into a singular shape. And that is very important for this trick to work. How do you do that? You go to shape formats, go to merge shapes and say shape union. Now you see this is just one element. You cannot group them and create the same effect because that will have a very different result. So now we have just used a simple shape union, made this into one object. We can have this rotated by 45 degrees by going to size and position and by going to rotation and say 45 degrees and hit enter. Of course, you can also go to rotate and then go to more rotation options, and that will also lead to the same thing. The next step is for us to fill this with video. How do we do that? Let us go to insert, go to video, go to stock videos. I'm going to just pick up one video right from inside PowerPoint. Of course, you can pick up any video from places like pexels.com or pixabay.com for videos. It is completely up to you. Let me choose the video that I want. I go down here and this is the one that I talked about for particle effect. So let us go to insert and let us insert it onto the slide and it happens automatically. I don't really have to do much. Right click and send that to back. Select that video first. Hold the shift button down and then select the shape next. And then go to merge shapes and then say shape intersect. Now you can go to playback and say start automatically and loop until stopped. Now when I go to slideshow, this is how the video looks. Before we go further in this tutorial, a quick word about Skillshare, our sponsor for this video. As a content creator, I need to keep my skills updated all the time. So I constantly keep learning small courses to improve my business. Skillshare has some really useful courses to help me improve my marketing. For example, take a look at this, marketing using YouTube to humanize your brand, or from clueless to content creator, make engaging videos that attract an audience. There are quite a few very interesting topics available here for someone to go through. If I want to improve my time management skills, then I go through some of these programs here, which help me in my productivity and time management. If you are thinking about starting a new career that is aligned more with your true talent and passion, then Skillshare can really help you with a number of relevant courses. For example, take a look at this video. Make creativity your career, 6 exercises to create a successful side project. And look at this, design for the job you want, personal projects to build your portfolio. In fact, I want to share with you some of my drawing projects that I did on Procreate after watching Brenda Baker's program called Create Sketchy Doodles in Procreate. This is the lesson I watched. And this is what I created on Procreate. I watched this lesson and created this. I watched this course and learnt about botanical doodling and ended up creating this. And I even got enough confidence to draw a leaf like this using Procreate, and even this. Anyway, whatever your objective is to improve your skills, you have a course available on Skillshare to help you support. And if you are inspired to learn something new today, then I have a link in the description box below the video. The first 1000 people to use the link will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So go ahead, click on the link in the description and check out Skillshare. Now you might ask, Ramgopal, where did you get this Merge Shapes tool on your quick access toolbar? Of course, I inserted it right before this tutorial. To do that, all you need to do is to just draw a couple of shapes on your slide like so, and then select both of them. That will trigger this contextual tab, which is shape format. You go there and here you have Merge Shapes tool. Right click and now I can add to quick access toolbar, and it is there on my quick access toolbar. So when I had the video and the shape and I wanted to intersect, I'm able to access it from quick access toolbar. And if you had not set it up this way prior hand, you would not be able to access Merge Shapes tool when you want video and your shape to intersect. So do this first and then follow the instructions that I showed you earlier. Alright, so let us delete this. Let us select this. Go to animations and go to animation pane. Now you can see that these two animations are already on, and that is because we went to playback and said play automatically and loop until stopped. Now we want additional animations to this. So let us go to animations and go to add animation. We can make it grow and shrink. Go to grow shrink, and this is how it grows. It is growing too much, so we don't really need that much. So let us go to effect options by right clicking on the drop down menu. And here we want it maybe around say 110%, and we want it auto reverse as well. And we want it repeating until end of slide. So we go to timing and say until end of slide repeat and say OK. And this needs to happen with previous. Now when I go to slideshow, you can see that it is growing nicely and then it is shrinking down. Beautiful. Now you can place this to one side and then write your text here. I'm not really going to waste your time showing you how to write the text. So I'm just going to pick up these text elements and this line, which I just drew from the line tool here in AutoShapes gallery, and the presenter's name. Let us select all of them and then copy and paste them over here. Now there is one other thing that I did in the previous case. You can see that we have these elements which are placed on the slide, but I've reduced the transparency and made sure that they spin slowly right through the slide duration. So how did we do that? This is the same shape that we used to intersect it with video. So I'm just taking the same element. So let me right click and copy. Now I'm just going to paste it over here. Of course, you can have any color. In this case, I'm taking the blue color. And then let me add a simple spin animation. Let us go to animations and say spin animation. So that is how it spins. Now this needs to be very slow, 5 seconds. Let us go to the animation pane and let us see what we have got here. Right click, go to effect options and say timing, and this needs to repeat until end of slide, and this needs to happen with previous. You can take another instance of this by pressing Ctrl D and place it somewhere over here and then rotate it slightly like so and keep it over here. Now let us go to slideshow and see how this whole thing works. We have these beautiful rotating elements. If you want it a little more muted, you can increase the transparency, and we have this beautiful title slide with this highlight, which is a video playing inside the shape of our choice. And finally, if you liked this tutorial, then you will really like this other tutorial that I made called Play Video Inside 3D Text in PowerPoint, which shows you a different technique to use PowerPoint Morph, and it can definitely impress your audience. You can watch that video by clicking on the link in the description box below the video, or you can click on the link that is shown right there on your screen. Click, watch the video, pick up a useful trick, and impress your audience. I'll see you in that video.